did some more exploration after uncovering the heart of the mountain. Passed through some of the extra chambers that you hadn't quite yet had the opportunity to visit, making your way down towards the southeastern end of the map, where you discovered the what appears to be the exit to the next level. Currently in a side room, a bunk room, next to what was effectively the trash compactor for this level. Had a sporty little engagement with a couple slotty. I just learned the other day that slotty is the plural of slod. And decided to take some time to recuperate around midday after that encounter, and find yourselves chilling in this bunk room with yet another one of those fancy little arch gates on the far wall,
which we are really not good at figuring out how to use, if it's even possible.
I don't think we even looked at this one. Did we?
Yeah,
you have not yet. No, you haven't yet, actually, because
we looked at a different one.
The slod came out of the shadows before you had the opportunity.
Yep. Okay.
But yeah, this particular gate, embedded in the northwest wall, the keystone on this one is carved to show a gold dragon wormling with its mouth open. Push you guys in the right direction a little bit on this one. You have encountered a gold dragon previously.
I fed him gems. We're buddies.
Yeah.
Do we have any gems?
I think I have some. I know I have diamonds.
I don't think I have any gems.
We used to.
Somebody's got some gems. It's one of those things where, like, if somebody in the party had them at some point and they're not with you right now, I'll assume that
I don't
generic shit like that is...
I think we sell them all off.
You fed one to that creature. What are they called? Those little...
Yeah, you did the Zorns.
Yeah.
Yeah,
when we first sent it to
Mason's
level.
tools, picks, potion of climbing, closest healing, scepter of justice.
We had like 3 of them at one. I know we had like 3 of them at one point. I don't know what we did with them, if we sold them or not.
Yeah, it's fine clothes.
I wonder, did it end up in?
There we go. 2 gems worth 500 gold each.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'll toss you a gem.
Stick it in his mouth.
The gate shimmers to life, and once again, there's a flash of light accompanying the shimmering. I need a Constitution saving throw from Lost Wind. Let's see, for the life, that's enough. I can't remember what the DC was, but I know that's enough.
24.
Yep, 24 will do it. You kind of shake off the forceful blast of this particular gate opening up, and kind of through the shimmering, visage in the gate there, you see a familiar chamber, actually, one that you've seen previously, that you recognize to be in the middle of Azrok's
Okay.
hold.
Oh, hey.
Oh, I was
That's-
thinking just for a second there it was going back to that druid. I'm like, motherfucker, how many mirrors do we need to that druid?
Oh. It's
How many
nice.
times must we burn down her forest before she gets the message?
Okay. So we got a quick way back to the
Well, that's
the
good.
hold to drop off the Dagger.
Do we want to drop
And
off
you-
the Dagger right now?
These gates stay open for about a minute at a time.
Oh.
Oh, well, fuck.
That is one thing that you have picked up at this point. By this point,
I did not realize that.
Hey, Lost Wind, we gotta make a choice real quick here.
It
Do we want to go
destroyed
give
the
this
gem,
knife
right?
back the quick way? Or do we want to... Well, I only have one more gem, so...
Yeah. It did it destroy the gem when we
the gem is gone. Yes.
okay. Want to
Yeah. The
we
actual
might have seen-
carving of the dragon kind of comes to life momentarily and swallows the gem. However, the
Well-
gate on the other side is going to have a different activation. So
Oh.
Yeah.
What if we can't figure it out? Then we have to go all the way back around the long way.
at this point, you've figured out enough of them that at this point, I think an Arcana check could help you guys with future gates.
Okay.
Um,
Uh,
let's step through real quick.
Okay.
okay. Really 8.
There is no little portal there, so I'm going to pull you guys off the map and take you where you need to go.
The next time we come across one of these, someone remind me that they're always trapped.
Yeah. I was just gonna say those portals do not like you.
Well, I mean, they're only trapped once.
Yeah, but like still, like I have a feeling I might have something that would negate those traps. If I would think about it before running blindly headlong into danger every time.
Like another trap?
Like it's a
Cancel it
spell
out.
magic spell.
Like
It's Morgan's token because it takes away his vision every single time.
Yeah, I'm grayscaled as well.
yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Too. Yeah.
I mean, the room is dark.
Okay.
Okay.
As long as you have vision, you're good.
Okay.
I have vision.
Yeah.
Morgan had none first, so
Oh.
Well, I was still loading on my screen, so I don't know.
Oh, hey, there we go.
So
Oh,
what
hey.
does the remind me? What does the ouch on this one say? I don't think I was here. I think I missed that.
this one. Oh, I lied. It's the same thing on both sides.
Oh,
Mm,
okay. So maybe we need to find some less expensive gens for quick travel.
Now we need to find some 10 gold piece gems.
Maybe we can trade this one out. Or, just buy some.
Which?
Was it right up here?
It's to the south.
Yeah, I think this was.
Oh shoot! What was her name?
Lurkana.
Yeah. Lacana. Yep.
Oh,
Oh.
thank you.
I have to remember the keyline for that. You're welcome.
Oh man, I hope that guy that we accidentally got him to fight all those things like didn't get in trouble.
Oh,
The guard.
the god we dragged around with us.
Yeah.
You just walked past him, actually, so he's still good to go. Still being punished, holding up that stupid banner, but
Mm.
Yep. Yeah, there he is.
Bogan, or something like
so you make your way back into Azrok's hall. Got his, hobgoblins standing outside the building, still guarding the entrances. However, as you make your way through to the northern door here, the one standing guard kind of recognizes you right off and kind of just gives you a sort of casual, dismissive nod, but opens the door for you to allow you entrance to the familiar scene of Azrok, Lurkana, and all of their attendants kind of milling about within the room. Number of goblins sitting around a table, various hobgoblins kind of standing guard and attending to, a variety of tasks. His two pet wargs down in the southern end of the chamber, hanging out, and again, what used to be a kind of a blacksmith type shop.
I seem to remember something about us. Were we supposed to like not advertise that we got the Dago?
I was going to
Yes.
say I was going to see if we could ask if we could talk to Lorcana by herself.
As after you approach, Azrok's still kind of sitting absently, kind of staring off into the distance. Looks kind of generally in your direction as you come by, or come through the door. Turns to Lorcana and says, I believe we have guests. And she kind of gently, somewhat affectionately, kind of rests her hand on his shoulder. She stands next to him in his makeshift throne of carved skulls and bones, and then strides forward to you with a kind of a quiet word to him as she walks up to you. She greets you rather pleasantly. No love lost between you all, but there is kind of an eagerness in her gaze as she says, I do hope you have news. Please follow me. And she actually takes you kind of down the hall, or I guess not really a hall, but down the passageway towards her private quarters, where your friend Saltnose is still standing guard. He kind of looks up as you make your way forward with Lurkana, kind of leading the way, and you can see like this kind of like furtive glance in your direction as he's like, "Oh shit, what did you say?" But she passes by Saltnose with, not even a casual glance in his direction, just completely ignoring him as he stands there holding up the, Azrok's banner. You can see his arms kind of still quivering from, maintaining a hold of this thing that is easily 3 times his size. Passes through the doorway, brings you inside the chamber. The for what it's worth, well-appointed chamber. There's actually kind of a wrought iron chandelier hanging from the ceiling, unlit, but some candles near the bedside tables. A relatively large bed covered in various furs and dirty yet decorative pillows. She stands in the middle of the room and says, "Please tell me you have some good news."
Who wants
Well,
to?
Who
wants
has
to tell
to
her?
take her?
Sure as Lost Wind, actually.
Oh, if I have it, then yeah, I 100% like pull it out and or slashing it around, like fire and lightning is shooting out of it.
She absolutely, like, immediately as she sees it, she you can see her eyes grow wide, and she says, you found it. I assume you dispatched of the dwarves who stole it.
For the most part.
Tilts her head curiously. For the most part.
One of them just kind of like disappeared.
Oh yeah.
They were in some kind of game with the Mad Mage, and one of them just kind of was teleported away.
Interesting. Very well. I suppose it matters not. What does matter is that you've managed to recover the dagger, and I owe you payment. She kind of reaches out her hand for the dagger towards you, Lost Wind.
You said 1,000 gold, right?
Yes.
So where's the money?
She gets this kind of disgruntled look about her. Then, acquiesces a moment later. Fair enough. I suppose you put yourself in harm's way for me. The least I can do is prove to you my faith in payment. She moves over towards the bed, kneels down, reaches beneath the bed, and pulls out a locked chest. I guess kind of roughly the size of, like, if you were to stack like 4 shoeboxes together. She brings it over, kind of rests it at your feet, pulls the key actually out from her pocket, unlocks the clasp, and pulls the chest back. And sure enough, there is easily 1,000 gold inside this chest, or the value of 1,000 gold in various coins and precious gems.
There's 500 gold worth of 10 gold gems.
Say 500 gold worth of 100 gold gems.
And gold? They're really small. Those are really tiny gemstones.
I'm stomping my foot on the 100 gold thing. that particular threshold is non-negotiable.
The dragon has an appetite.
It does, yes. But she kind of looks up from the crouched position and says, I hope this suffices. And again, reaches out her hand as she pushes the chest towards you.
Is this a trap?
Insight.
I don't like this straight up doing that. But like, all of a sudden I feel real suspicious, and now all of a sudden I don't feel suspicious at all.
I mean, she seems eager to receive the dagger, but there seems to be no kind of subversive behavior on her part. She's freely offering you this chest of gold and gems. Yeah.
Yeah, I just I flip it. Like I'm holding the blade and I hand it to her by the hand, so that the handle's facing her.
She grabs the handle and lays her kind of free hand over yours, looks up and just says, "Thank you, truly. Thank you." Takes the blade from you, sheathes it in her belt, and then closes the chest and hands you the key. As she stands up, you can see as she stands up, there was a kind of stiffness to her, kind of a formality. Some of that seems to melt away a little bit. Shoulders kind of sag. She seems to be standing a little more loosely, and says, "I know we promised you safe passage through our hold." That continues, of course, without saying. For you to need our assistance, I'm sure arrangements could be made for us to support you in your endeavors moving forward. Help does not go unappreciated.
Okay.
And with that, she kind of, she's not being pushy by any means, but she starts kind of directing you out of her personal living quarters. Like, this is my bedroom, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll leave.
Yeah.
Even if these two won't.
As you depart, you catch Saltnose just like eyes wide, like, what the fuck is happening? Am I gonna die? But yeah, as you kind of leave the chambers, Lurkana follows you out, closes the door and locks it behind her.
What did Saltnose do again?
I think the extent of his explanation was that he pissed them off, and so he is being left to show his loyalty to Azrok by standing guard outside of their personal chambers and, presenting his banner to all who may see. Not that there aren't a number of his banners just hanging from the various walls and lattice work of ropes strung through this area, but
kind of lean over to Lorcana and I put in a little good word for all knows. It's like, hey, this one's all right. He might be a little bit of a troublemaker, but at the end of the day, this one's all right.
She kind of looks at you curiously. Like she knows that there's more to the story here than just like you saying this guy's an okay dude. And she considers it for a moment, looks back at, the diminutive salt nose and says, all right, if you vouch for him. And she grabs the banner from him. And you see his arm kind of fall almost like dead, like his whole left shoulder just kind of sinks lower on the one side. And he just kind of stunned is just standing there. And she looks down and goes, you can go. And he kind of looks at the three of you real quick and then skitters off around the corner. And she takes the banner and plants it in a base, a holder that's just sitting there right next to him. And it remains standing upright outside the door to her chambers. And she begins walking back towards the Azrok's main chambers.
Okay. So
And she does. She walks off like ahead of you. Not dismissive or anything like, but business is concluded, right? Like.
Mhm.
All right.
Okay. Okay. So, do we? So, I just realized we left a chariot back then.
Yeah, but we're going back there anyways, right?
Yeah.
Because it's easier to get from there to the fish people and the.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe not, but.
Yeah.
I'll say your chariot probably would not fit through one of the gates.
Yeah. Kind of figured that. So, do we want to head straight back there, or do we want to head to Skullport?
I was just thinking.
You do
Is
have
there
the,
anything here that we want to pick up? I don't think they really have. They have some weapons in stores here, but they're basically just weapons. They're just basic weapons. So I don't think there's anything in particular here that.
Yeah, they won't selling any potions or anything that.
Yeah, we'd have to go over Skullport for that.
and you do have like the straight shot to Skullport through the mushroom gardens.
Yeah, it's not that far away.
I would say less, right around an hour maybe to make your way through the tunnels to Skullport.
Yeah. What are you guys thinking? Do we want to clear out the remaining
I have
level
a feeling
and then come back here, or do we want to?
I have a feeling we'll end up back there eventually, anyways.
I mean, not necessarily. We thought we'd get back to the spider worshippers, but that we really haven't gotten back there yet.
No, but we.
We still haven't found the brother yet.
Yeah. And that's kind of why I was leaning towards going back to Skullport, because we haven't.
Did we have a read on where the brother was?
Let me check. We got. Let's see. But back when we went Skullport, we just know he's had some dealings with the Xanathar guild, and that Xanathar is held up underneath Skullport. There's the manager of the Worm's Gullet, the restaurant in Skullport, is kind of like the contact for the Xanathar in Skullport.
Did we not ask him?
No, we never talked to him.
Okay, we talked to. We were at some other bar. We talked to somebody.
We were at the bar where we turned in the payment for helping the helper.
Yeah.
And the Flagon and Dragon Tavern. Yeah, and then we went and
Dragon.
Yeah. And then we talked to Relax and the helper guy in the fortress.
Yep.
To Skullport then?
Yeah. We can go to Skullport.
Making your way back down into the tunnels through Skullport. You find yourself kind of emerging into the familiar, well, now familiar, kind of dank, musty smelling, dirty tenement style row houses that make up Skullport.
Andy, you have the gems, right?
Sure.
Okay. Just want to make sure somebody writes it down.
Yeah.
I wrote it down. I put it.
Okay, then he's got them.
So Morgan's just dragging a giant chest behind him.
Yeah. I mean,
It's not that big. It's like an Amazon box.
Got it strapped to his back over his backpack.
we really need a bag of holding. Did someone not have a bag of holding at some point?
Somebody did, and I will say that you guys can have it for the time being.
I don't think you did.
You did. It was not quite a bag of holding. It was almost
like a
bag
small
of holding.
one. Yeah.
It was the bag of containing that Docs had. She's got quite a bit of shit in there. Holy crap. Yeah, she's got her bag of containing. So if one of you guys wants to take that, it is a homebrew item, so it should pop up. And it's got 90 of its 250 pounds capacity in there already. So if you just want to set yours at, 60 pounds.
Okay, I'll take it and.
I think you can modify that. Yes, you can override the weight.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, Oh yeah, customize override weights. Put it at.
I put the carrying weight at 160. Yeah. Your chest of gold. I don't remember how much fucking 50 coins weighs a pound. So public math time. 500 gold,
3 pounds.
10 pounds. Yeah, so we'll say with the gems, 15 pounds for the trunk.
It's got like 75 pounds in it right now out of. Oh, does it have 45 pounds? Oh, sorry. Am I doing the
She's
math?
got 90. She's got 90 pounds of crap in there.
Okay,
So if you
it would
if you
have-
override the max weight to 160, and then you can add
Okay.
your chest of loot
Oh,
at
okay.
15 pounds.
So it would. Okay, so it would be 145. Thing. I can. Okay, I can override the weight, but I can't override the.
Yeah, you can just create like the custom item or whatever, and just tell it, say that it's 15 pounds.
Okay. 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 Is it not? Okay. She had 90, we had 50. Can you add? Okay, did I do something wrong? Or are you supposed to be able to put stuff in there? Like,
Let's make
No.
sure.
no.
Should be able to put
okay.
stuff in it. Yeah.
Oh, really? I've
Yeah.
never used one.
Okay, did I get the right one when I was?
Yeah, you got the right one.
Okay, how do I put?
Oh, you put it in your backpack. That's why. Move to
Okay.
equipment. Hold on. You
Okay.
I'm now refresh your page.
Okay. Okay, so that's why I wasn't. Okay.
Should
So you
show
gotta
up
have it-
properly now.
Okay, there it goes. Okay. Huh.
You did right, did it?
No, it didn't. Can just move it from. I could just move items from backpack to. Huh.
So they look like this.
But remind me, I still gotta make my wand work right. Keep meaning to do that.
I think she created a custom item for it.
Okay.
I think I remember her saying that she couldn't get it to work right. But yeah. Whatever.
Okay, I'll just make sure I make a note that the chest is in there. Okay. 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 There. I'll just. Oh. Okay. Back. Kicked me out for a second. Did you? Okay, it disappeared from my. The vague containing disappeared from my inventory.
Yeah, sorry, I removed it. I was trying to figure out how to get it to work.
Oh, okay. That's why my thing suddenly.
But yeah, I'll stop trying to break shit.
I'll just make sure I make a note of like how much weight's in there. Okay.
I mean, I'm carrying like 4,000 gold on me. I don't think it.
Yeah,
Well, just
I'm not really worried about gold weight
Yeah.
at this point.
I'm carrying 303 pounds worth of shit on me. It's fine.
It's negligible. It's not Pathfinder. But yeah, make your way back into town, and you find yourself standing at kind of the north side of Skullport, the chaotic maze that it is. But yeah, you have there are a number of options for you to visit. Again, similar to your last trip down here. Most of the shops and storefronts seem to be abandoned and boarded up. The occasional light kind of poking through here and there. Some of the more obvious areas being like the market to the south, the open air market to the south, and a handful of shops here and there. But is the most exciting place on the planet. It could be, depending on who you interact with.
All right. Where do we want to go?
Do we want to go get our map back quick?
Yeah, we can do that. We can see what other maps they have. I mean, I basically plan to go down there and buy them out of them.
Plan to do what? I'm sorry.
I plan on basically going down there and buying them out of maps.
Yeah, they're down. Yeah, yeah. Down to the south east.
There it is. Looking for the place in my notes where I talked to them.
It's.
No, I know where they are.
Oh,
What's this place?
Yeah.
Just make it easy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Since nothing's working on this map. But yeah, you make your way back down towards the oh my gosh, what was there? Yeah, the Sword and Sexton. Make your way back down towards the Sword and Sexton. Finding yourself in the shop of, once again, Oleander and Will. You make your way in, and They immediately look up with bright, cheerful smiles on their face. Kind of much to the contrast of the rest of Skullport. Well lit kind of interior, fairly cheerful decor for what is, essentially Nerd's Haven. Yeah, you're greeted warmly as you come back in. Oleander says, you're back. I'm beginning to think that we would never see you again, which isn't entirely uncommon amongst our clientele.
I imagine that would be true, given what we ran up against.
So I assume you're here to collect. To say again, I thank you very much for the offer. It's going to do wondrous things for our collection. Is there anything else that we could potentially provide you with?
Yeah. How many levels do you have maps for?
The first 3 levels. Now, thanks to you.
Okay.
No, I mean, I'm assuming you've made some additional progress in your exploration. I'd be willing to help pay you for your time, actually, in helping us draft new maps for whatever levels you may have found.
Yeah, we probably should have been paying attention and writing down where we've been and like distances and stuff like that, huh?
I mean, distances are relative when you think about it. So, I mean, honestly, just a general idea is better than what we've got now.
Okay. I'll spend some time with them, giving them like a general idea of like the paths and twists and turns that we took to get to down to the, what was it, the 6th level?
Oh, you've made quite a bit of progress then. Yes, and she's kind of
Well,
like.
to be fair, there was like a shortcut.
I mean, shortcuts are helpful indeed. I mean, some people pay good money for shortcuts, right?
Yeah, but
who wants to do all the work when you can do half the work?
I think we may have, pun intended, burnt one of those shortcuts.
Well, I mean, no bother. I mean, a map is a map, and it's like I said, it's better than nothing, correct? She kind of rushes over to grab Will, who's kind of hastily grabbing up all his drafting materials, and they kind of pull you over to the one side table. It's very much like a architect's kind of drafting table type thing. Rulers and T-squares and protractors and compasses and a number of things. And she says, she looks at Will, who's clearly scattered, but, trying to keep up. And she's like, all right, well, where shall we begin then? Perhaps, I think the 4th level seems to be the most logical next step, right? The Twisted Caverns, I think, if that's what I recall hearing them referred to.
Yes.
All right. So you sit down with Will and Oleander. Will's got most of the drafting tools, the pens, the pencils, the inks, and Oleander kind of starts going through this kind of like methodical process with you, almost if you would imagine like doing like a composite sketch of a police suspect, right? Asking you various questions, kind of building upon detail. Go ahead and let's make it a
Hopefully, one of the two smart ones will help me out a little bit here.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
give
let's
him a
say
hand.
a survival check to recall your trek thus far.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do survival. Not as well as I hoped.
So she continues through with her questioning, and she's in a way kind of relaying the information that you're giving her in more like technical jargon to her brother. And see him kind of start working things out on the map, and as you go through the process, probably about a solid 30 minutes or so into the process, you kind of look down and you can see what passageway that Will is starting to kind of trace out on the map is actually like running into like another wall. And he kind of stops for a moment. There's been this kind of constant scratching of his pens and pencils on the map, and Oleander kind of takes note of the sudden silence from her brother and looks down and sees where this kind of maze of tunnels is starting to like wrap around on itself. And she looks down and she's like, "No, you've got it wrong." And he looks back up and, "No, I'm been following along pretty closely." She looks at you and she's like, "Okay, let's back this up a little bit." And she points to a spot on the map. She goes, "Let's start here. Go ahead and give me a history check." Looking at the map and kind of reviewing your description thus far, you do catch the point where you actually, you said left instead of right, or whatever it may be. You quickly make the correction, and suddenly the map starts to kind of come back together a little bit, vaguely kind of recounting the path that you took through these twisting caverns. And they continue on for probably another 30 minutes, getting through your description and everything like that. And Morgan, did you say you were helping him out here?
Yeah, I'd say I'd give him a hand.
Okay. Morgan, go ahead and give me, we'll make it a history check on your part as well, or survival, your choice.
Geez.
So yeah, they kind of wrap up. Will's starting to sketch over his pencil drawn lines with ink, putting some permanence to it. And you look down and you see it was essentially a vaguely passable map of the fourth level of Undermountain. Seems to, for the most part, represent your best recollection of the passages that you found yourself traveling through. All the different caves and tunnels kind of coming together and natural congruence. And the two siblings kind of both look up at you with these smiles on their face and say, "Well, that seems to have worked out pretty well for us, don't you think?" I think this is great. And she, you see Will kind of put down this thinner piece of parchment, almost like tracing paper. And while Oleander continues discussing things with you, you see him kind of sketching out a copy of the map that he just drew. And Oleander, talking to you, goes roots around behind the counter and then comes back out with a small pouch. She goes, "As you can imagine, our business doesn't bring in a lot of income, so as a token of our appreciation, we'd like to give you a copy of the map that you helped us draft, and here's a little bit of gold for just as a thank you. It's small pouch, probably 10 gold, and she kind of smiles meekly, and looks back at you, kind of somewhat expectantly, somewhat hopefully, and so come back again, and we can do the next one.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll try to take better notes going forward.
Yeah, and like I said, when this word gets out and people realize that we actually have passable maps of the Undermountain, I think business will start to kick up, and we'll be in a much better spot, and be able to provide you much better payment for your efforts and your time. It's clearly not the safest endeavor to scout the various levels of this mountain. So we appreciate it, and if our business does seem to improve, then we'd like to be able to improve our payments to you. So we look forward to future work.
Yeah, so do we. Look forward to helping everyone understand the Underdark a little bit better. You don't happen to have heard of a guy called Cassando Rosar running around here at all?
The name doesn't sound familiar.
Rosner.
Human?
Yes.
Human. No, I can't say that the name rings a bell.
Well, if you ever, I wouldn't go around town asking about him, but if you happen to overhear anything,
Sure, of course.
just let us know.
No, we'd be happy to, for sure.
Otherwise, let's see. I'm just looking through my notes quickly to make sure there's anything else we might want to ask them about. No. We'll just try to kind of oh, is there any stores in town that might have anything powerful or unique that you know of?
I mean, the clientele, the people here in Skullport are definitely of a certain persuasion. It depends on what you're looking for. I mean, there's a number of businesses still in play here. Plenty of good drinking places, if that's your thing. We've got, obviously our shop. There's let's see. We've got. She kind of like looks over to Will. There's another place, the Poisoned Quill. They have a number of services. More of your kind of spellcasting services. Not a lot, but if that's the type of thing that you're looking for. Then you've got. There's this really shady place called the Nightshade's Caress. It is the less than desirable type stuff. So if poisons, that kind of thing, are your stock and trade, you could potentially find some interesting additives to your your repertoire, I guess you could say. Otherwise, you could try your luck at the open air market.
What was the second one again? Sorry.
The Nightshade's Caress.
Thank you very much. I think that's all we got for you right now. Like I said, when we'll try and take some better notes next time. We're
Sounds great. I look
wandering through
like
these.
I said, I 100% look forward to doing more work with you. It's been quite the boon so far.
Yep, and we haven't died yet. Well, most of us haven't.
It's like a little nervous chuckle.
We really are not sure what happened to Sitka. Anyways, yeah, we'll go explore the rest of the city.
And I hate to say it, but we're gonna have to stop there. I have to get up early tomorrow.
No worries.
So, but yeah, I mean, any amount of time is good time in my book. So,
Yep.
Yeah, thanks.
you look at the. Everybody good for next week, the 19th? The 19th and the 26th coming up. So I don't know, the day after Christmas and then the day after New Year's or the next, or the second and third week following. So,
Yeah, I'm good for next week, and well, the 26th, assuming we want to do it the day after Christmas.
yeah, I mean, I've got nothing going on, so I don't mind. I'm all for it.
Yeah, I shouldn't either. So
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah, we can talk more about it. But yeah, as long as everyone's good for next week,
I mean,
same bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah. Hopefully, there might be a week in January that I might have to miss for work, but after that, I talked to my boss. I should hopefully be good.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I got the company Christmas party tomorrow anyway, so
this is also tomorrow.
nice.
I'm not going to it, but it's tomorrow.
We had ours last Friday. It's actually a pretty good time. It wasn't bad.
I always have a pretty good time when I go.
Yeah, it was good. It was pretty entertaining. We played some games, door prizes, all that fun stuff. Open bar, which was nice. And I didn't have the phone, so I got to partake. It was a well-stocked bar. As Andy noticed earlier, I'm fond of gin and tonics, and Tanqueray and Well was perfectly acceptable by me. So, but yeah, good times. I didn't win any door prizes, but I was going to donate them anyways, so it wasn't a huge deal. But yeah, it was a good time all around. It was nice to get everyone together. Our staff agencies are kind of scattered, and so being able to bring everybody together for a cohesive event is nice to get everybody outside of the office and just interacting with one another is always nice. So definitely appreciated that aspect of it. My kids were happy because I brought home a shit ton of chocolate milk. Because we provided daycare for the families who had to bring their kids, and or childcare for the families who had to bring their kids, and essentially all the snacks and goodies that were left over they dumped in my lap because I was one of the last people to leave, and they were like, "Hey, you've got kids. Here's a bunch of chocolate milk and fruit snacks." It's like, okay, cool. but yeah, that was good. And my daughter's birthday on Saturday was fucking awesome. Felt really bad not.
And your daughter almost birthday buddies.
Yeah, we felt bad because she wasn't going to be able to really have a party this year.
Do it on Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
That's what we did for mine when I was growing up, because like no one's going to come back and get together a week later.
Yeah.
So we just celebrated.
That's a good idea. Yeah, if we had family closer, it wouldn't be so hard.